Yes, students here we are going to have potential energy in an external field. Now suppose if we are having a source which is giving some electric field and say point P here. Okay, now corresponding this point there will be some potential, electric potential V, which we have assumed. Okay, now here this is the source which is giving us electric field, and outside this we are going to determine the potential energy. Okay, now if we have taken this point, now electric potential is there. Now we know that the definition of electric potential. Electric potential is the work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to any point. That is electric potential. Means if we are having some charge over here, say it is Q, then at this point which is having some distance, say r, position vector, say it is like this, we can put it here. Okay, now if it is having some distance from here, that is a position vector P at point P. So electric potential which we are getting here, this is the work done in bringing a unit positive charge. So W which we are having Q into V. Now this particular charge, okay, and if we go through the potential energy, what is potential energy? It is the work done in bringing this charge over here. So here we can define in terms of potential energy, that potential energy which is represented by U. So here this work done will be stored in terms of potential energy, and we can write it like this: U of R which is equals to Q V of R. This is the electric potential which we are going to have. So simply you can see here what we are getting here, V which is W upon Q, or in terms of this U of R upon Q. Simply if we talk about the unit positive charge, यदि हम unit positive charge की बात करते हैं तो it is going to be equal to the potential energy. Electric potential of that particular point is the potential energy stored here by this charge, because we are bringing this charge here from. Okay, so here what we are getting? We are getting this potential energy, and this potential energy is Q into V into R, and finally we can say, in other words, the electric potential is equal to the electric potential energy for a unit positive charge. Okay, now suppose we are talking it for only one charge. Now if we are having two charges, suppose this point we are again taking this and changing it, I say it is now say point Q, say this is point Q, and we are bringing one charge here, say it is say Q1, and here we are bringing a charge Q2 from infinity to this field which is external. This is the source of electric field, and we are bringing this two charges, one from infinity to Q point and another charge which we are bringing from infinity to this, that is Q2. Now instead of taking Q, we are going to take, now we are taking another assumption over here. We have finished with this. Here what we have got, the electric potential is equal to the potential energy for a unit positive charge. Okay, now here we have assumed the distance, that I am calling it as an R1 vector. Now this is a position vector R2. Okay, Now if we are bringing this charge from infinity to this, we need to do some work. Now if we talk about this, we are taking this electric potential because of this is V1, and here we are going to have the electric potential V2. So here the potential energy, the energy which we are getting here, that is at point Q, that is Q1 V1 R1 in this relation. At point P, it is going to Q2 V2 R2. Now if we go through this, what we are getting? We are again getting this R12. I am talking here from R12. This is also a vector. So if we are bringing this charge first, then we are bringing this charge. We have brought this charge first at Q, and we have brought this charge after that. So we have to walk against this also. So that will be given by, that will be in terms of work done, and that work done will be Q2, and electric potential here, that we can have Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12. Here what we are getting? We are getting electric potential because of this. So this is a Q1 charge, and here we are getting an electric potential that will be given by this R12. So at point P, we are also having some energy which will be in terms of Q1 into Q2, Q1 Q2, because it is the electric potential, and we are talking in terms of Q into V, that is the work done. So we have to work against this force also, against this charge also. So ultimately the total potential energy which we are going to have when we are talking in terms of multiple charges, or we have taken here the two charges. So here there will be Q1 V1 R1 plus Q2 V R2, and the third, that is Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12. This is the value which we are going to have. This we can put it here. It is giving us the position vectors. So total potential energy which we are going to have, because in the external electric field we have talked about first only for one point. Now we have taken 2 points. Okay. After getting 2 points, we come to understand that the total potential energy will be given by Q1 V1 R1 plus Q2 V R2 plus Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R12. So here we have got the electric potential energy in an external field. Okay. You got it? Now see here. Here we are having, suppose if we are having a 1 volt, the energy which we can define in another unit, that is, if we are having the charge and electric potential. Charge and electric potential. Now suppose we have taken here a charge 1 electron. 1 electron which we are carrying, because charge is 1 electron volt we can take. And if there is a 1 volt, so 1 electron which is having a charge which is equals to 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 coulomb. And if we substitute here, so what we are going to have, 1 electron volt, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19. This is coulomb and this is volt. Okay. So here what we have got? We have got new Coulomb into volt will give you the joule. So 1 electron volt will give you the 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. So 1 electron volt, which is also the SI unit of energy, that is electric potential energy. Electric potential energy. So here what we have got? We have got 1 electron volt, which is equals to 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. How we have got? If we are having a 1 electron here and we are carrying it, then the work done will be given by this 1 electron volt, and if the volt, there is 1 volt is there difference, that we can take it as 1.6 into 10 raised to the power 19 with 1 volt multiplied. So here Coulomb and volt will give the joule. So 1 electron volt, which will give you the 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joule. Okay. So we have got an unit here, that is the SI unit of energy in terms of electron volt.